Oh, you can't find this in the store. Not this, baby. This right here. This is customized.
Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? I know my schedule's a little crazy right now. I'm hoping it will get better soon. But in the meantime, I cannot thank you enough for sticking around. It means everything to me. So having said that, anyone who is completely brand new here, this is ACO. This is where we have facts and fun. I do everything in chapter form. At the end of each chapter, I have what I call commercials. And those are parodies and skits and just anything that's funny. So let's just get right to it. So this chapter is anybody out there? And continuing the Dorito dive, unmarried. So of course we always have to start with the crappy MSM articles that are out and about. Anybody that knows me knows I do not like MSM. I don't like being lied to. However, I will do headlines. Prick Harry again reaches out to King Charles with a perfect gesture, but doesn't expect his father's reaction. Harry's making a conscious effort to honor his father's legacy. Yeah, right. So anyways, there was crickets from the king. And I said, and where are you, Prick Harry? Where the hell are you? I have a little clip that shows what he is was doing. So yeah, we will get to that shortly. So Prick Harry faces another headache as public left in the dark over U.S. visa row. He's bracing for another headache after the think tank that requested his immigration records be made public wants to reopen the case. Let's hear it for the Heritage Foundation, I said. So where is he? Is he on the run? That's what I've heard. Interesting. So this one had me really laughing. This is evidently Roachel putting this out. Roachel freaking out because of Harry's independence and ease. Prick Harry's making Roachel freak out because of how easily he can make do without her. Well, my God, really? How is he doing it? I have no idea. Besides the 800 people he has hired to do stuff for him, I have no idea how he does anything. Roachel reportedly started begging Prick Harry to return home at one point. Yeah, right. And it was due to his solo outing all over the globe, from NYC to London and even South Africa. A conversation around all of it first arose once an insider with New Idea magazine had a candid chat. Of course, I put the pictures in, but this will tell you how you know it's Roachel. They started the entire thing by explaining how Roachel had been juggling mom life alone while Prick Harry was off traveling. So much so that it was getting increasingly difficult to manage now that Archie had started his big kid school and is in grade 5. What? This is MSM, you guys. Literally no joke. Wow. That's why I put those pictures there, because it's a total joke. According to the outlet, she juggled so many plates at once and effectively raised Archofficial and Invisibet as a single mom while the Duke was off. What kind of a joke magazine is this New Idea? Really? However, what is raising alarm bells now, though, is the fact that he seems to be having no problem adjusting, and by all accounts, it's freaking her out, and has her questioning if agreeing to separate working lives was a good idea. See, I don't think there was any agreement for anything. I just think he said, I'm leaving. End of story. Please, what is this nonsense? So Sorry about that, you guys. I need a little drink. Grade 5. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to show this little clip of what he's doing in South Africa and how he's up his own ass.
And the bonus and positivity of that is the fact that stigma is being broken down in this country and also in Botswana. And we're hitting the target, not just Centre Body, but in general, all of the partners are. And it's making a massive difference. And there's this surge of energy, optimism, and voice of young people, ranging from 6 to 25. And the biggest difference, which really needs more work, but the biggest difference is when people at the top start.
So just picture it, right? It's the end of the day. It's a long day. You're sitting around the fire and you just want to relax. And here comes this Yahoo with a camera crew preaching. Really? Honestly, these guys, you can hear them all just, Like, shut the F up, Harry. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? So that's what he's doing. That and hiding. Because I think the boy's finally going to maybe, hopefully, face some consequences for some of his actions. But that remains to be seen. Another couple weeks. But yeah, here he is, acting holier than thou. I could puke. So just real quick, this is from her LA escapade there at the Children's Hospital. And look at that. It's grown back. Her bunion's grown back, you guys. Because I put that picture on top of these pictures. And you could tell where she had it obviously taken off. So I was like curious what is going on. So I decided to investigate. So I looked into it, guys. And it's what percentage of bunions come back? The recurrence rate of a bunion coming back after surgery is about 20% over a patient's lifetime. A mild bunion recurrence is well tolerated by most patients. Significant bunion recurrences that cause problems and require further surgery are much less common. So then I went on to find what foot shape is prone to bunions. People with Egyptian foot shape. What's that? I think that's the Morton's toe. Seem to have higher probability to develop bunions than those with Greek shape or square shape. As the first toe is longer than the others, it is more exposed to physiological stress, which increases its lever effect. And this is it, guys, but I wanted to go like, what's the number one cause of bunions? Like, why is she getting them? So wearing narrow-toed high-heeled shoes may lead to the development of a bunion. The condition may become painful as the bump gets worse. Well, there you go, because that's all she ever does is wear sky-high shoes. I mean, this is photoshopped and she was wearing kind of reasonable shoes. I wonder if it's because the bunions come back. I talked about her Morton's toe and now the bunions. I am done with her feet. On to better things. So I saw this, you guys, and it is what has made this chapter, because we're going to get into everybody that's jumping ship. So I found this. It says, you can read it, Markus. Have you embarrassed him? Is he now ashamed he stood beside you all those times? Have you paid off your debt to him? No more pap walks with him, smiling like the F-head he was and is. No more clinging to him for words of wisdom. Your partner in crime is missing. Markle not feeling black these days. No more druggy mama needed, or is she embarrassed your scam is coming to an end? Scooby told me he wants Markus back and he'll see you on the yachts. Oh, the new yachts nowadays are for the older plastic face whores. Both you and Scooby shall fit right in. I hear these yachts sail in international waters. No laws out there. Markus might charge you to keep your 2 suitcases in one of the closets at SoHo. Just think, if you have no pee, you get to keep all the money you earn. Damn, I forgot to mention, These boats are for the poor. They have coupons. I think there's one dingy thingy. If the yacht sinks, the rich have already left. Well, that's about it. Your list of friends is extremely limited, and I don't think I have forgot anyone. Have I? So, of course, I went looking, and on St. Meghan Markle on Reddit, I found this. But I actually did also find what he has been doing this year, you guys. So first, where is Markus? Where did he go? Has he been markled or has he markled himself? Or, like a canny old rat, has he jumped ship before it sinks? Conspiracy. Of course, this is how we remember him when he was getting booted out of Invictus with Roachel. He sure loves Invictus, doesn't he? So someone says the videotaping is what people believe. E was doing, but the tapes taken from his residence I have no idea, but we were all waiting. Then they arrested and put away the only woman involved and called it good. Anyway, this is not the first time similarities have come up. In other words, put Markus where E is and Roachel where, well, I don't even know if I should say her name, but E's, woman there. And they're saying it's pretty much the same dealio. And you know what, you guys? I have heard that before. Maybe I'll just say Max. Is that, you guys know, right? Okay. So Max, you know what she did for E? Well, I have also heard, no word of a lie, that Roachel did the same thing for Markus and for E. So that doesn't surprise me at all. Thank you for providing this information. Allegedly, one of his blackmail tapes was of Haz, allegedly. How is he the chief membership officer for SoHo? Or he is the chief membership officer for SoHo House. I don't even know. I hate saying these words, you guys. I keep thinking, should I say them? Is that Sanskrit for being a fixer? His preferred moniker is procurer of many things. Procurer. Apologize. I really don't know how much I can say, but I guess I've already said it because I don't edit. So apologize, you guys. He knows where the bodies are buried. Hell, Markus helps bury them. Nice. I wonder if he keeps a diary. Oh, you bet he does. This one I found interesting. Oh, even more interesting. Could be a leap. One may wonder if he's behind Roachel's attempts to infiltrate the Democratic Party, being that he appears to be a libertarian who, by definition, dislikes government and has a penchant for anarchy. Also fits with trying to destroy the monarchy. Would that surprise me? No. I did think he was backing off for his own oily sake, but yes, the Soho House owners might have advised he lower his profile with her. Markus is still working his primary job, recruiting for Soho House. He was never her friend. He was just her recruiter. Harry's wife is damaged goods at this point, and she's much too old for the Soho's clientele. So maybe she's been Marcused. Like that. So I went looking for the times that he has been seen with them lately, ever. One of the rare times was when the Daily Mail says he's dubbed second most important man in Roachel's life, and he joins the Duchess and Harry at Vancouver Canucks game 4 years after setting up secret dates for the couple. Yeah. Oh, there's my typo. It wouldn't be an ACO video if Lara didn't have a typo. Okay. But this was the magazine or the paper saying, while he isn't said to be responsible for pairing Roachel and Harry, he did help the romance to blossom. Markus is said to have pulled some strings and arranged for the lovebirds to meet secretly in private rooms at his club in Toronto. They know exactly how that looks when they said that. You guys, because it's exactly what it is and was. Yes. But I said it was Istanbul in 2015 that they actually met, right? But whatever, it's, MSM. And then the next time was in March of this year at this debacle, remember, at XSW Arts Festival panel. She was there with Brooke Shields and Katie Couric making an arse of herself. But who showed up? So what was he doing there in Texas, of all places, you guys? That's very bizarre to me. Although I'm prone to drink almost anything, I'm partial to either champagne, yeah, okay, or beer. I grew up in Ontario after all. What the hell does that mean? Please, I'm Canadian, you guys. That means nothing. Okay. So that's the last time I can recall him being anywhere near them, at least in public. But I will show you what he did do this year. So this was in May. Porsche and SoHo House Electric Night of Fashion at SoHo House, New York. Well, that's pretty damn fancy. I imagine Roachel would have liked to have been there, no? Wonder why she wasn't. This was in June. Love this. Paris Fashion Week. Sorry, guys, but karma is a dish best served cold, isn't it? She's getting her karma, her just desserts. Because there is Markus at Paris Fashion Week. All the grins. Where the hell is Roachel? I'm not sure if this is his BF or what, but I said, where's the hoe for SoHo? You know what's the best thing is that Getty Images is selling these, you guys, for like $375 for medium and like crazy prices. Where's Roachel's? Interesting. I love this one the most. This is in London, England, you guys. I said the UK life is hilarious. And that was just this month. Yay, at the Frieze Art Fair. Well, he knows she ain't even allowed to be back in that country. I'd say he's jumping ship all right. Yeah. So now we're going to look at Dorito. Now, this is a little bit of a longer chapter. I'm only going to have 2 chapters, you guys. I decided to put extra funnies in. So that's fun. Because I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about Dorito. I started the dive last time and I've been continuing. And you guys, it is just crazy. No joke. It's insane. But we're going to have a little break and then we will get back to the chapter.
In the rural part of Georgia, I've been around compost all my life. I've seen it loaded onto wagons and tilled and hoed and spread across fields far and wide. But until today, I must say, I've never seen it tied up and gift wrapped in quite so neat and tidy and pretty a package. Congratulations. You're a very clever girl. But it's still compost.
Best flowers for the queen for her funeral, because when she sees me in this new dress, she's gonna realize that she's not the fairest of them all. I am. Oh, it's so cold out of here. Look at that breeze. Oh, it's so cold. My tits could literally cut ice. But seriously, though, that bitch-ass hoe isn't gonna know I hit her. Mom. Oh my god, it's a little attention-grabbing whore trying to get my screen time. Hello, little birdie. I'm a princess. You can trust me.
So we're back. The last commercial my daughter made. So proud of her. So this is the woman that we will be discussing, Dorito. There she is dressed up for backrift. She seemed to do a couple of these. I'm just going to show you very quickly. I swear to God, she is their dog walker. Because, or somebody's dog walker, because this woman's always walking dogs. So I just wrote, the couple of times Dorito walks the dog, backrift is casually strolling by. Lucky us. The only places we see Dorito is at the laundromat or walking dogs. Whose are all of the, like, what? What? I've never seen anybody go to the laundromat or the dry cleaners as much as this woman. Surely those can't all be hers. Is she like just the worker at the home or what? Like, confusion reigns here. But I am going to get into a couple things. But first, I'm going to read out something that I wrote, actually. And then we'll go forward. So this is actually part of a email that I wrote someone, but it says everything I wanted to say. So I wrote it, when common sense meets conspiracy theory. Okay, well, I have been doing a lot of digging, background checks, 3 separate companies, and I have come to the conclusion that, in my opinion, Dorito and Thomas Sr. were never married. No joke. Thomas Sr. is someone I don't trust, to be honest. With his trips to Taiwan because of his very young girl, F word, his sniffy problem, not being a good granddad or grandfather, favoring Roachel, which ironically came out from Thomas Jr. in Tom Bowers' book Revenge, that his dad offered to take him overseas because he could get 2-for-1 girls there. Thomas Jr. declined. Nothing sits right. His ex-wife didn't think highly of him either. Absent, cheater, same old. I even fancied it up for you guys. Okay. Also, has anybody wondered why there are no pictures of Thomas Sr. before that Daily Mail photoshopped one of him and Dorito's wedding? The next is of him holding a baby that we are told is Roachel. Who knows? From the last year of digging, the last 2 months of going further and paying for background checks, plus having Nana Lou, who is a superb investigator, tenacious like a dog with a bone, helping me, nothing is normal. With everything I have learned, I do have a theory on why Thomas Sr. is keeping these lies going. Dorito was an underage, yes, you see it, guys, H word. Yes, not a makeup assistant, as if, and that is how they met. I recall reading that he felt she needed to be protected, and he was going to be the one to do it. She got pregnant, either by him or, who knows, but Thomas claimed Roachel regardless. This ensured he would also have Dorito, for a while anyway. The older she got, the cheating with younger girls started. This was in Hollywood, so I imagine it was more normalized. I don't know. There isn't a valid reason why Dorito's birth certificate should be sealed, but it is, along with Roachel's real one. The Raglan Markle marriage certificate is fake and could be a big reason Thomas Sr. would rather nobody know the truth. Which unfortunately doesn't mean much from past experience. But he raised her, so he is her dad, although, in my opinion, he is obsessed with having her contact him, regardless of how horrid Roachel is to him or the rest of the family. Is it because of the royal connection? He still lies for Roachel, knowing she can't have kids, but talks incessantly about meeting his grandkids. He hasn't been around, especially since Thomas Jr. outed Roachel's fake royal kids. That is all kinds of wrong. Actually, from what I have noticed, all the rats seem to be jumping ship. Where's Sharkus? Where's Dorito? Where's Omid Scabies? Where are the Harkles? Of course, this is the one that we were given, shoved down our throats, and are supposed to believe. I do have receipts for why I feel the way I do. We will get there. But I just wanted to go through a couple things first. We are going to stay on Dorito for the most part, but I am curious. What do you guys think? Is this photoshopped or what? This is supposed to be Thomas Markle Sr. I have no idea. It says Roachel has 2 half-siblings, Thomas Jr. and Samantha. No clue. But if this would be the only photo out there of any time before Roachel, it's like the world only started when Roachel was born. So I just wanted to talk about one of Dorito's lies. Apparently she's done everything in the world, don't you know? So she said she enjoyed the travel perks and meeting new people through her job as a flight attendant. She seemed to paint a rosy picture of the experience, but now the CEO of EasyJet is saying it simply did not happen. Johan Lundgren publicly stated, "We have thoroughly checked our employee records from the 1980s, and there is no record of a Dorito Raglan ever working as a flight attendant for EasyJet. EasyJet did not even exist as an airline until 1995. I'm not sure where this story has come from, but it's factually incorrect." What the hell? Holy Dorito, come on now. I thought you were a better liar than that. Wow. I think this comes from Tom Bowers' book. It says there exists a record of one Dorito Raglan, who was sentenced for fraud in the Riverside County Court, California. Case blah, blah, blah. As one Doria Lois Raglan, blah, blah, blah. But this author does not suggest that these individuals are the same Doria Raglan, who is Roachel's mother, and Thomas Markle Sr. has refrained over the years from violating his ex-wife's privacy, loyally refusing to discuss Dorito's absence even with his other children. Now, you guys, I have done so much checks, I can't even tell you. I've spent so much money, it's ridiculous, trying to find out who these people are. What I can't find is this particular offense, but what I can find is something else. So I will show it to you. So these are from two different companies. This was a possible criminal or traffic. It's not specified, but it looks like this one has to do with a traffic because it didn't tell here, but my other one did. So it comes up with everything, and I'll show it to you. However, it also comes up with something else. First off, this is in 2007. That's odd. Because wasn't she supposed to have gone to jail in the early 80s? Well, no, let me think. Mid to late 80s to early 90s? What's this? But this is just one thing. Just wait. So this was the offense. It says criminal traffic. So it was some sort of traffic something or other. It's called an offense and a crime. So this is crime 1. Again, a different one, not specified, from Doria Lois Ragland. So I checked the other company. Sure enough, there is another one. This one is criminal, guys. It doesn't say what it is, but August 28th of 2007, the charges were filed. It was at California Contra Costa Superior Court, criminal. That's all they'll give me. It's amazing to get that, to be honest. To go through her background, her family's background, like I said before, you guys, is just, I have never, ever, ever encountered anything like this. Not that I've ever done checks before, but what I did do was put in, people that are valid, like myself or, other people, and everything checks up. But anything to do with Roachel, Dorito, it's all kinds of wrong. No kidding. No kidding, but I'll go forward. So going further to see what's going on, how come I can't see anything with a wedding or different name? Because with these checks, it doesn't always tell you, oh, this is the spouse. It depends on the checks. It depends on the company. They'll tell you they're relatives, though. And some will tell you whether they're divorced or whatever. Now, for Thomas, the closest thing I could get to, I'm trying to get to 81, where there's 70s or whatever, but they don't really have digital records. But this is where, see the relatives right there. It shows Megan, Doris, and underneath I think is Doria. But anyway, or not Doria, I apologize. More of Megan's. I don't know why that it shows just them, but there is more. I think I've shown them, but if I haven't, I apologize. Well, at another point, but I'll show you where he was in, I believe, oh, let me see, just a sec. In 2012, this is where it says he was. In apartment 4, I guess. I don't know. What is strange, there is nothing past that. Why? Where are the last 20 years? Well, no, this would be 10 years. Where's the last decade? How come there's nothing? It's very odd. It's very, very odd. So this is no longer Dorito's home. Hasn't been for a very long time, you guys. Pretty sure 2011 is when she sold it. But look at what it says there. Unmarried woman. Here's the thing. If they've been divorced, they have to write divorced. If they have been widowed, they have to write widowed. If they've never been married, they have to write unmarried. What up, Dorito? Dorito Markle? Never ever seen that before. Seriously, guys, in none of the checks does any of her aliases say Doria Markle. Not even once. Even Roachel's come up, Roachel Engelson. Because they did have a civil ceremony, by the way, her and Trevor, before they went and did whatever. But I'll get to that in another video. But honestly, what in the Sam hell? So I look up marriage and divorce records. No possible marriage and divorce records associated with Doria Lois Ragland were found. Nothing. Nada. Zip. In my opinion, there wasn't a marriage. There really, where? I don't see it. That fake thing that they put out, that was already been debunked, that marriage certificate. As far as I know, this photo is photoshopped. Remember that leg that came out of her, I don't have the whole picture, I apologize. I don't believe they were married. And I will go so far as to say, I don't even know if Roachel is his. That is my opinion only, you guys, okay? I don't have any facts about that. Nobody does. But he claimed her as his own, and I guess that's all that matters. However, there is no such thing as Doria Markle. Never happened. So then we get this now. Dorito and her girlfriend. Yes. Maybe the explanation for being unmarried? I don't know. But who is she? Who are you, Dorito? Because I can't find anything for her either. She doesn't exist before, I don't know, Roachel pretty much. Like literally there is nothing. They've wiped her clean too. Why did she, and I know that she was convicted because they don't put just charges down. I know she was convicted in 2008. Of what exactly? So every time where I turn, there's more and more questions, you guys. It's absolutely crazy. Her emails alone have millions and millions of breaches. I've never seen anything like it. Her and Roachel's. Somebody has screwed around hardcore with their knowledge and her info and everything. It's insane. For me to even get some semblance of order, it took days for that, if you can believe it. For to show you 10 minutes. It's absolutely mind-blowing. But I say they were never married. I don't believe it. I would have to see a real certificate. And I'm telling you, every flippin' one of those places that we checked, nothing. Never married. Nor has any of her aliases been Markle. Never. Not once. So, if anyone has a better explanation, I'd love to hear it. All I know is Dorito, the Raglands, they're all kinds of wrong would be an understatement. The Markles are lying for the Raglins and themselves. I don't even know. I don't know what the hell is going on with Thomas and his stuff. I mean, his first wife shows up. It's really bizarre, you guys. It is really bizarre. It's like as soon as Dorito and him got together in any way, shape, or form, everything's been erased since then. For real. So, there you go. And these people are all just, I don't see them anywhere. Poof, gone. Where are they? Where is everybody? Hiding, I think. So let's have a couple commercials and we'll get to the last chapter.
My husband with fake eyebrows.
They look like Megans. They look like Meghan Markles. Oh my God, they look like Meghan Markle's eyebrows. Absolutely stunning. Is there any reason for wearing black today? Quick, have a sit. I don't have the whole day. I have other whining little girls to talk to. I'm so glad you are here. Tell me exactly what brought you here today. It seems that I have forgotten already, or I just don't care. I didn't take my meds this morning, and when I forget to take my meds, I fart quite a lot. And that's why they are all wearing masks. They say it's because of COVID, but I know it's my farts. I've heard the Queen kicked you out. Were you being a bad little girl? So are you saying that you are homeless now, or are you just living in that chicken coop? Listen, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. It could be worse. You could be living with the Kardashians. Now let's go back real quick to how you both met. Was it online or what? Nice. Well, I don't really care about that, so let's talk about Kate. Did you, or did you not steal her weave? I knew it. And let me tell you something. I'm glad they kicked you out. You should know that you can't touch someone's weave. Okay. I'm getting bored. I think it's time to bring Harry out. Harry, I'm not going to be beating around the bush, so tell me, and I want you to be very honest. Do the curtains match the carpets? Simple answer, yes or no. Oh. On a more serious note, and this is very concerning. Who asked if your baby is going to be Asian? I guess that you are not going to tell me. So Daddy is not going to give you an allowance anymore, is that true? Homeless and no allowance, living in a chicken coop. Is that it? So let me ask you this. What do you want from me? Tell me, Megan, what do you want? Do you want to become a queen? Because that is not going to happen. And we all know that already. I'm going to do only one thing to help you out. You get a crown and you get a crown and everybody gets a crown and I'm done with the both of you.
Okay, last chapter. An extra double ACO water cooler gossip chapter. I just put it under gossip, guys. That's what I did. Okay, so this is just a screen grab from one of her other movies. We'll be talking about that for a quick minute. So I know we all know about Simon Rex and his career. And he dated Roachel. I wonder why she would be so comfortable dating somebody in that kind of a career, you guys. So I found this. As a P actress, she gave her birth year as 1970, when she was only 20 in 1997, the year she was placed on a disciplinary 4-year suspension by Northwestern University. That birth year was later changed to 1976 and then to 1981. All her college friends were born in 1977, as was her first boyfriend, who later changed his birth year on IMDb to 1981. That was Joshua. I remember when that happened. Everybody thinks that suspension from Northwestern was 2 years, you guys. I believe it was 4. I believe it happened in the beginning, and that's why it made up for all of that time. In case you're wondering why 1981, it conveniently covers up the 4-year suspension from NWU, her 4 years working in the adult entertainment industry, and her illegitimate birth. Well, isn't that something? I remember another commentator on Quora had an original 17 magazine, which she stated verified Roachel's birth date. Well, yes, I've shown you guys that one. Yes, all of this could be possible. I wish you would have printed the article. Well, you guys, I have that. So this was kind of shocking because we all know that she was admitted or whatever, but she didn't graduate. Why didn't she graduate? Well, she never went back, and this is what she was doing. In 2013, on July 31st, less than a week before her birthday, Roachel herself dropped on the internet her statistics as a supermodel actress, and she gave her date of birth, and in brackets, 37 years old. So 37 years old or 38 years old in 2013, depending on whether she had taken into consideration her soon-to-be birthday. 11 years on up to date, 2024 would now make her 48 or 49 years old. Am I right? Yep. And this is the one they were talking about where Roachel put 37 years old in brackets. She was also for hire when she was at Northwestern, the college she did not graduate from. She had ads in the back of CD papers in Chicago offering her services. This was very interesting from a few days ago. I have a friend in administration at NWU, the real one, and that person confirmed with me the truth of the eyelash hazing story. And I have been saying for 4 years that my friend cannot find anything that says Nutmeg actually graduated from NWU. Many creators didn't finally get the memo until this year. I'm not a creator, and I only know this person because they went to school with my husband in Champaign, Illinois in the 80s. This was under TRG's video, actually. It's reported she was kicked out of NW due to drugs and other nasty stuff. While sorority sister was asleep, she superglued her eyes shut. NW is staying mum on it. Sealed court records. Arrest picture. Look at that, you guys. I've seen this picture a lot, but I never knew if I should bring this out or not, but it's under the gossip, so you're getting it. Looks like I forgot this little piece, guys. Reports indicate that Dorito has been long been a source of support for Roachel and her husband, Harry, allegedly has a criminal record that includes charges of drug, and money. You know what? Dating back to the 1980s. And I said the first time, late 80s, early 90s, what is 2008 all about? So yeah, that was just another piece. So this is just going to be a hodgepodge of bits and bobs, you guys. This one says, according to a few blinds here, he's got a son in North Carolina. That would be Harry. Harry is an illegitimate son from a woman in Las Vegas. She moved to Georgia a few years ago. I don't know if she's still there. She would use it as grounds for divorce and further her martyr complex. Very interesting. So this is just stuff I find online, guys. Take it with a grain of salt. So, it's way more than one appearance. Roachel was really angry at her name appearing in the Urban Dictionary. Roachel was listed as a verb for ghosting or disposing of people once you have no use or benefit from them anymore without any regard to genuine human relationships. So I went looking for the more than one, and this one is to abandon someone or something after they've contributed to your life in a meaningful way, being markled. Wow, did Meghan really markle her father after he paid her college tuition? Now, there's another one coming, you guys, so just be prepared. A dirty markle, when someone sticks their finger in their puts their said finger in the victim's nostril. Gross. My source in Montecito told me about 2 to 3 weeks ago that Roachel was seen being driven out, no has been, of the McMansion. This was the first time anyone there had seen her for about 2 years. If true, this would give truth to my claim that they only rented that place on an HOC basis. I think that's the Homeowners Association, right? As and when needed. I was told that over the last few years, the McMansion has had 2 longer-term residents, foreigners who never interacted with the community. Again, this follows my info that the property owners are Russian. So I got this off TikTok, you guys, off Princess Chelsea. Smugly Bunion and her exchange with the Sussex Squad. So this is a real exchange. Honest to God, it's something else. The useless tour is finally over, LOL. It's not useless. Free food, free hotel stay, free clothes. You don't like our ASO EB clothes? She was lapping up the attention, LOL. You are a hater. Roachel was supposed to meet and have a photo op with the First Lady, but it was denied. Why did they deny her? The First Lady office reached out to the British consulate, who clarified that it was a private visit. Oh, that's good. You know, Taniki now works in the First Lady's office, so she knew about the request. Yes, all the officials in the presidency were instructed not to participate in the tour. There is no active engagement from the federal government. Who covered their security? The Army. There was no Secret Service officers, diplomatic officers, or Nigerian police. The Army paid for their transport, security, and accommodation. Wow, guys. The officials look tense and unhappy. Yes, Roachel and Harry were very demanding and insufferable. They had to change their suite because they wanted minimal contact with people. What the hell? The defense provided minivans, but their team requested for SUVs, and they had to use the chief of staff official vehicle. Oh my goodness. Roachel had a long list of demands. It was crazy. Is it true they didn't touch their lunch or dinner? No, they came with their own chef. Oh my God, that is so rude. LOL, they traveled with a chef. Yes, and with a stylist and wardrobe assistant for Harry. I saw them when we had our private meeting with Roachel. Who was the meeting about? She just thanked us, the Sussex Squad, for our work and support for her and Harry and all of what you do on social media. She said she liked some of our names and write-ups on social media. She informed us about our upcoming projects. Harry walked by and said hi to us. Sorry, guys. She's very thin, I must say. What about Harry? She has this stronghold on him. She strictly manages his conversation around people. Harry looks so slow. He is the full one. He didn't attend university. Nigerians were not happy with the visit at all. The officials were not happy as it was a waste of resources and bad luck for President Tinubu. It seems there were lots of crowds there. Not really. We paid them to show up. We recruited more than that, but the traffic in Abuja on Friday, especially during prayer time, they were all paid. Oh, wow. The Harkles paid into some of the event they attended. Mo Abadu event was already planned. Roachel's team reached out to the organizer and paid for her attendance, which is good for Mo Abadu. Auntie Mo only cares about her money and her projects. Roachel travels with a chef, LOL. Yes, a stylist, wardrobe attendants, assistants. They were all at the accommodation. This is not about Invictus. It is about Megan. We all know that. It's about branding, not the veterans. The hospital patients were all planted and orchestrated. Did you? Any army doctors around? They didn't visit any military's hospital. Well, there you go. In Abuja or National Hospital, where veterans receive treatment. It's sad. They made it all about Roachel. I saw your fellow Sussex Squad too, LOL. Yes, Auntie was there with us. She really tried. She left her sick kid in UK and traveled to Nigeria. Her family, well, I will keep quiet. They always pay for her trip and expenses. She talks to Roachel and Omid all the time. She knew about the trip before we did. It took months of planning. Oh, wow. Isn't that crazy? I've recognized that woman too. No question. And the comments were, it just gets worse. Investigation and deportation desperately needed. Bullseye. I said that stories will start to come out about H&M's trip to Africa. She's such a bee. I'm going to finish with this one, guys, because I want to put on the rest of that Sam finally. And then I have another one I'm going to put on, and I'm going to see, hopefully I don't get a copyright, but I'm going to check it out. It is hilarious. I hope I don't, but we'll see. Okay, the Babylon Bee. Roachel proudly announces that Harry, as of his own free will, decided to transition into Princess Harriet. I wouldn't be surprised. He seems to have lost his balls and his todger must have fallen. I think they will do this to artificial. I've been thinking this for a while now. Well, his father wanted a daughter. He looks better in his wig and makeup. He does. He did that years ago after transitioning is the most in thing these days. Have to keep up with all the woke Joneses. It's probably a good idea. H's nether bits are either frozen or in MM's handbag. So I'm thinking this is an upgrade for Harold. His hair looks better than hers. It's true. Okay, guys, like I said, gonna cut this one a little bit short. I'll leave the rest of the tea for next time. Excuse me. The meme you see in front of you is, of course, from Nana Lou. We put memes up every day, you guys, for your enjoyment, on my community posts. So please go and check it out. Thank you so much for spending time with me. It means the world. It really, really does. Please like if you liked it, share, all that good stuff. Subbing would be lovely. I have quite a few people that come back but haven't subbed yet, so it's free, guys. So help your girl out a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to try out a new commercial. It's funny. I hope it goes through, but don't worry. If not, I will have Sam, our lovely Sam. Okay, guys, till the next one, take care of yourselves, and I'll try to take care of myself. Okay, bye.
See her claw might come out and snatch you into her Montecito dungeon. Meghanmarkle, the crazy heart goes, and they're invisible kids. Harry is crazy for his money, but has Meghan to cosplay. Meghanmarkle, the crazy heart goes. Crazy heart goes.
What do you intend on doing, with your lives? I mean, where do you intend on living?
In this place called America. And we're going to be like celebrities, but like royal ones. And Meghan said that everyone's going to find me like really interesting, but they're going to say super interesting, because that's how they talk out there.
Okay, and you believe that?
What choice do I have, Boris? Really, what choice do I have?
Well, you can put your foot down, Harry. You can say what any sane person in your situation would say. And to begin with, you start off by acknowledging the unrivaled privilege that you receive, considering that you're only a few IQ points away from being abnormal, And then you shut the hell up so you don't get found out. That's what you do.
What if you were you, or if you were me?
I'm just saying, I find you interesting, as an experiment, okay? But your brain power is so minute. I mean, you won't survive out there in a world where you're judged on your wit and intellect.
Well, I do appreciate you being so protective, Boris.
And most of these so-called A-listers sound thick to me.
Well, so maybe it won't be a problem.
No, you're in a league, like I said, you're a few IQ points away from having your achievements magnetically attached to a fridge, so everyone can see.
Oh, come on, Boris. That's sweet.
Not when you're 40.
Look, he offered me lots of advice, none of which I took. Because instead I listened to my Meghan. I'm not traumatized, my Meghan.
And are you glad that you ignored Boris's advice, Harry, considering how everything turned out? Of course he is. I mean, think about all the projects and documentaries we couldn't have cashed in on. Had we not have left. And the friends we've made. I mean, we talk about lifelong friendships here. Is that right, Harry?
Well, I'm not always convinced they're my friends.
Oh, really? Oh, what are you talking about?
Oh, nothing, my vicious honey badger. I just don't think they particularly like me.
Now remember, Harry, they are a bunch of tricky badgers out there in Yankee Doodle Land. They will chew you up and spit you out.
Well, why? Meghan says that they'll love me.
You're about as interesting as a Pellegrino-flavoured yogurt.
You like me?
Well, I happen to be on a diet. I mean, they won't treat you with the level of respect that you deserve, and they certainly won't treat you with the gentleness with which I treat you.
Oh, the Yanks love the Brits and the Queen and all that, I'll be talk of the town.
For about 5 minutes, Harry, until they realise how truly moronic you are. You give it a few months and your voracious viper of a wife will be mocking the Queen, and you'll be on a radio show calling the US Constitution bonkers.
What it is, bonkers.
I would urge you to reconsider, Harry. And are you content with the decisions you've made, Harry, after ignoring Boris's advice? We're ecstatic.
Yeah. Who needs hair? But one correction there, Dr. Jackson. I didn't actually ignore Boris's advice.
But I thought...
Yes, well, that's your weakness, Cobalt. Leave the thinking to people like us.
I really would think long and hard before eloping with this lobotomized mannequin you've married.
But we're in love.
Well, I've been in love twice this morning. You can't let it rob you of your composure, Harry. And what is it exactly that you're trying to achieve out there, before you're inevitably welcomed back into the royal fold with open arms, which I seriously doubt?
Yeah, well, we want to become experts on mental health and climate change by flying around the world in a private jet, complaining about how unfair everything is.
Well, that's hypocrisy 101, Harry. And I must say, I find it a rather beautiful thing.
I never properly noticed my mental health before because I used to waste far too much time, laughing and being happy. But now my eyes are opened, especially now I've witnessed how easy it is for someone's mental health to be absolutely destroyed.
Whose?
The staff's, Meghan's a relentless bully.
Well, I have to be honest. I've got to be honest. The more nonsensical nonsense we can get the populace to accept, the better chance I have of consolidating my power by floating on the fears of inflated crises.
Pardon?
Yes. The complete destruction of a sensible reality can only assist me in my quest.
What?
I've changed my mind, Harry. Go for it. Embrace it. Fly around the world guzzling gas and fixing mental health or whatever you said. You've got your opportunity. Snatch it with both hands.
He was very supportive.
Oh, perhaps I misjudged him. I mean, by the sounds of things, he has helped us and supported us in, fulfilling our dreams and, reaching our present levels of happiness, right?
That's right, my thorny little pufferfish.
It's time to start clicking those buttons. You got the subscribe button, you got the notification bell, you got the comments button just for the algorithm, whatever that is.